Everyone, in this video, I'm going to be exposing Tom the dog for the evil piece of shit he is. Tell me in the comments what do you think about this situation. And also, Tom, you're not getting away with this time. I'm making sure of that. So let's go and begin with Tom literally rating servers and being racist as shit. Like when he rated power scaling server for calling this part of the video fucked up when Tom greatly spamming my DMs and literally a server of a cat literally getting blended to death like a real life cat getting blended to death in a blender. A video of that like quite literally you literally just spammed that in my DMs multiple different times. And because he quite literally called that boy fucked up and said that we exposed video, Tom decided to go and raid his server. And then we got called out for it. He then said no one gonna care and that he can just get away with it. This part I'm the most quickly pissed off about because when they raided this server, they quite literally changed the name of the server to KKK, put a literal picture of KKK in the server name, and then changed the channel to Beating Slaves. You don't know what the KKK means? They're a bunch of white semiotists who quite literally are just outright plain out racist and quite literally hate black people and clearly think that white is superior to said race. Right? Literally. And then when you go to the comments of these videos exposing them and showing that he did this shit, he would literally just say they act like anyone will care and be like, yeah, that ain't going to do shit to me. Like, seriously, he's okay with doing this shit. Like, seriously, what the fuck? And then he was just gonna say that, yeah, you really not gonna do anything to me. And now I'm trying to go into more detail about what happened with me and Tom and why he quietly went insane and spam Goa to my DMs and shit. And it all started because I made this one dumbass joke about Sonic not being 5D because he's affected by time and got multiple versions of himself across time. It was literally a joke of that, which I told him that, but he didn't call me stupid, so then I just went on my way to roast his ass. Then after I went and trolled his ass for like literally a long ass time in that server though. I then went on my way to try and roast and troll Tom, quite literally not even really trying at all. I was greatly just trying to have fun. And then when I see him cooping, I then knew that I could then go and make content of him quite literally cooping his ass off. Because he getting mad because I was just roasting him. And then he started taking the whole thing like it was a literal debate. Even though I didn't even care that much, even care about that. And he went in my DMs, the DM me saying that not even a F tier, saying that I'm a F tier and shit. And they didn't even have time to go and deal with this nigga shit. Cause they were during the time when AG was like literally saying that he was going to get off the platform and was really going through it. But then he kept on cooping, and then after a while, because he quite literally was cooping so hard, funnily enough, that he quite literally timed me out, and yet was still claiming that he wasn't cooping. Despite him quite literally doing this, in which he quite literally does right here. And then he quite literally goes and confirms he did this. And yet he for some reason thinks that I'm cooping. You know, he timed me out. This is so much clown like behavior. It's literally funny as hell. Like quite literally. How do you coop this hard? And then he got Jay to go and make a fade verdict despite it wasn't even a debate and there was literally no fucking judge. And he kept on proving my point that he was again cooping, cooping, cooping. And then went to another server to go and confront his ass about what he did. And he again acted like I was cooping. So by him literally cooping, and then he quietly confirmed that he made an alt account to go and say that he won. Like he was cooping that hard. And if you go by his logic, quickly made an alt account to say that he bullied me, and also quickly Also changing the name to Xanax farther, and then also typing me out me that you're not cooping. What dumbass. And then the more I quite literally went against him, with him quite literally thinking this whole thing was a debate and acting like it, and this thing wasn't even a discussion. I would honestly just call him out by how bad he was cooping. And he kept on playing into it and proving my point even more. Like, they were literally just sad as hell at this point. And Andrew, someone who dealt with Tom shit before, quite literally even agreed that he's a fucking idiot. Like, honestly, he won't stop acting like this was a whole ass debate and acted like he literally had authority over this shit. Like, the more I went against him, the more confused I quite literally got. And then this is the part where shit just went absolutely insane. Because then when I said that you don't have authority of shit to even say that, even said I'm a pedo if I type, he then quickly said this shit saying that this did. And this quickly showed that he has the authority to say I'm a pedo, I'm a pedophile. Because you quit. And then because of him cooping so hard, he then started spamming this fucking video of that cat quite literally getting blended to death. What the hell? He just started spamming this shit. He wouldn't fucking stop. And quite literally, he kept on spamming fucking gore over that cat fucking dying. He didn't even give a hell. Like, literally. And then told Andrew that he kept on doing this shit, and he did it again. Quite literally, Andrew then banned him from spamming that shit in the server. Literally everyone in the whole server that were quite literally witnessing this shit can even confirm he did that. Quite literally, what the hell? Like, what in the hell possesses you to do that shit? And then when I told him to quite literally stop spamming that shit, he then said, oh, he said stop spamming this, then he quite literally started spamming that shit again. And just to go and prove my point more that he quite literally did this shit, you go to his community post, he quite literally confirmed that he did this shit, and this is him spamming in my DMs after he got himself banned in that fucking server. One thing I do love how he apologizes to AJ about sending that shit, but he never apologized to me, the person that he sent it to, that he quite literally did this shit. And he still doesn't even give a damn. And the funny part, he's supposed to be 17 years old. What kind of 17-year-old do this shit? Everyone can confirm I pressed his ass. And I just want to prove, now from I stated earlier, that Tom Quatley started again spamming the gore in my DMs. He again confirms in Supreme Server that he was doing this shit and got himself banned again. And everyone, let's not forget that Tom the dog quite literally, not just did this shit, but he also quite literally sent fucking porn of himself in servers that he raided as a means to raid said server, and he quickly sent pics of his fucking dick in servers that had fucking minors in it. And to back up my arguments more, he quite literally admits that he did this shit.
Apparently, I'm facing child porn accusations because I spammed a server with of myself. May I ask a question? Who the fuck is the child in the video? Oh, right, there is none. It's literally just me. Do that. Yeah, I'm 17, but no, that's not CP because it's of myself. Like, if it was of another, how?
Yeah, imagine being a 17-year-old doing this shit. What quite literally a sad fucking life you live. And now you quite literally threatening to expose me. Even though the funny part, he had nothing on me. And I guarantee you they're gonna try to call me a pedophile for probably being friends with AG. Even though, funny enough, in his server, I quite literally were able to prove that fucking Absolute Infinity isn't a pedophile. And then he quite literally act like the whole thing was a debate, even though it wasn't even debating him. And honestly just came in the server to try and fuck with him. But quite literally, this kid's a fucking dumbass. Also, one thing that I do love how one of his friends is partially a motherfucking pedophile, and yet that's just okay. Quite literally, what the hell is wrong with this nigga? Also, funny enough, in another server that Tom raided, he quite literally was using insane racial slurs at people, and yet he calls out Absolute Infinity on the same bullshit and try and say that yeah, Absolute Infinity is a fucking racist and shit. Like, what the hell? Also, Tom, I got a lot more on your hypocritical bitch ass. Please explain why you try exposing Absolute Infinity for raiding servers. Meanwhile, your bitch ass is outright raiding servers yourself. And you do it in literally the most racist ass raids ever. Like earlier in the video when I quite literally was saying that Tom quite literally was a racist and he was raiding servers. Yeah, these videos quite literally prove that he did that. And he again confirms this in his community tab. Like, you quite literally confirm everything that you quite literally are against, that you quite literally done before, that you're still doing right now. Like Tom quite literally the biomer why people hate furries. Cause my god, they just they're just like the biggest pieces of shit in the world. Also, one thing I do love is how he said that he apologized for sending the gore and shit, even though he never apologized to me, the person he sent it to. And he claimed that he did that to Absolute Infinity. And the funny part that when I went to his server, he instantly called me a pedophile and instantly was starting shit with me. The literal moments I got into the server, and then quite literally, not even like not even like the first fucking seconds, he quite literally just me trying to actually really be true, quite literally. He quite literally tried calling me like a pedophile or something. I honestly don't even feel like trying to know what his name is. Like what the meaning of this. I don't really give that much of a fuck. But I quite literally got tired of trolling Tom and instead decided to actually have a talk with TK, whatever his name is, about Absolute Infinity being a pedophile, and we both agree that he isn't a pedophile, and that he's partially a criminal that can get charged for quite literally sexual harassment. And I said partially since it's honestly still kind of debatable, and even then I can still kind of argue that quite literally just honestly spamming fictional child porn just to fuck with niggas on Discord. Honestly, doesn't really seem that much like a offense that can actually get you jail time if you are being honest. And after Tom quite literally still cooping his ass off, I kind of do agree that Absolute Infinity possibly could go to jail for this, but at the same time, it kind of seems unlikely, especially for a situation like this. Like, honestly, it doesn't even seem like that big of a deal, especially that Absolute Infinity is a 16-year-old who honestly just did this shit when he was pretty much a fucking idiot, but he changed his ways now, trying to get the help that he needs. And then you got people like Tom the dog who won't get off his fucking dick. I honestly don't have that much strange shots left for video to be in Tom the dog server. Cause this is where this happened. Cause he quite literally banned me. Probably due to the fact that I quite literally got banned and now free fucking servers. Like honestly, I ain't letting him get away with this shit. But not just that, they also banned my friend, just uncle, quite literally just for trolling his ass in his own server. Also, to make stuff even more fucking funny, this nigga quite literally deleting comments on his newest video exposing Absolute Infinity. Like, honestly, this kid is just so, funnily enough, such a piece of shit. It's honestly just laughable at this point. And Tom, I know that you're watching this. I guarantee that 100% you're probably gonna try to debunk this. You're probably just gonna say that yeah, no one gonna care about this shit. But Tom, I quite literally gonna make sure that you get. Aren't you just gonna make sure they gonna get fucking banned off this platform and off of Discord? Quite literally, try me, nigga. Try to expose me. I would quietly debunk this shit out that damn video. Try my ass right now. I ain't afraid. Try me, nigga. On side salute infinity, be careful. They may try to dox you.
You know, since you want to go around acting goofy, I think you deserve a certified clown license.